Magandang umaga, tanghali, hapon, gabi sa inyo mga daddy ko, mommy ko, tropa ko, and welcome sa ating channel, ang Daddy Cool World channel. So, for today's video, as you can see, I'm still alone, and this is the part 2 of my English only please challenge. And as I have said, this is a 2-day challenge, so that I have to speak again in English, and my English is minusing. And my stock of English is already blowing out of the box. But then again, I have to do this because I just want to challenge myself and to see if I can survive the challenge of the world. So without further ado, let's have a chitty chat about the different kinds of co-workers that exist in art. This is the part 2 of different kinds of co-workers. So I hope you can relate to what I'm saying, and even though it is in Carabao English Carabao. So there have it. Let's go. And there, the first one in the different kinds of co-workers is this is in Filipino term, okay? This is what I call palaspas. Palaspas. Yeah. This kind of co-workers is, what you call this? When you call for him or her to go out, they always say I'll pass. In Philippine term, pass. Oh my god. Oh my goodness, but it's like a man, but this one, he or she sometimes go, sometimes no, he or she sometimes go, more times he or she always say pass. You know what I'm saying. This kind of co-workers is, what you call that? He always wants to be pleased. He always want to be pulled out to join the group, because he always reason out that he has something to do, he has important matters to attend to. He joins sometimes if he has if the event is free. When someone is going to free everybody, he will join. But if the payment is from each other, no, you cannot invite this kind of co-workers. What we call in Filipino is puripot. And then he or she always say I'll pass, even though it's just 1 or 2 days after the salary. They always pass because they don't want to spend their money. I don't know why. They're still working, but they don't want to spend their money. It's okay if you can if you'll just have some fun in your life. I know that sometimes you have to think, especially if you have already your children, you have already your own family. I know that you are what you call it? You save money for them, but sometimes you have to go outside, um, be socialized with your coworkers, you know. But uh, if you are always fast, your coworkers will not be inviting you anymore. and and if you pass and then you only go when it is free, your coworkers will say that let's not invite him because he only wants to be free, you know. So my tip to this kind of coworkers is you should know how to socialize. It's not just about getting conversations. Sometimes you have to go out with your colleagues. It's some kind of building a relation to them. Okay. Okay. And there. The next one and the kind of co-workers is what I call safeguard. Yeah, safeguard. This kind of co-workers is what you call that? They are the ones who wants to play safe. Who wants to play safe because this kind of co-workers um, don't want to be blamed or don't want to be one of the ones to be blamed. They don't go outside of the box. They don't want to do jobs that they are not theirs. you know even though you ask help from them, uh, they will not help you because they are thinking that if they do, they will be blamed if ever something happens, especially if they do not know what they are doing. And even though they know how to do it, they will not do if they don't have someone with them. They will say that it's not my job, let someone do that. No, I don't want to help because if something happen I will be blamed, or oh, I just help you if something happens, I will not be the one to blame. Okay. So they always do their jobs on the perimeter, because this kind of people um, think that if they fail, they will fail forever, and if they do something wrong, it will mark on the minds of the bosses, and he or she will not get promoted. So that's why even though you fall from what you are doing, or you fail, sorry, you fail from what you are doing, they don't care, because as long as they stay in the company, they they will they will do the right thing, or they will do what they think that is right. This kind of coworkers is very, it's very annoying, because y- uh, when you seek help from them, they will not help you, but they always go to you to seek help, or they will go to somebody else to seek help. Then I think they do what they want to do is uh, they try to have somebody, they they want proof that it will work, or the job will be done, or safeguarding. Because if something happen and when the boss asks them, they will say that he or she is with this one, he or she is with somebody else, and then that guy who only helps him or her will be also blamed. If they fall with somebody else. Like that. So if tips to the troop cool. What you call that in English? Troop. If you have co-workers like this, I think you should be somewhat avoiding them, because they will be the one to pull you down. I think if because it's not unfair, because they are doing this to you, and I think I only think of myself. So if for them to see that what they are doing is don't feel right, okay. So if they do that to you, I think if sometimes if some time it happened that he seek help, you should do that to him, to teach him a lesson. Okay. Okay. 5 minutes. And there, the next one, and the kind of co-workers is what I call boss baby. Boss baby. This is kind of co-workers that always, what you call it, always go with the boss, or he or she always stick with the boss, always talk with the boss, always go directly to the boss. This kind of co-workers, it's usually girls. They do stuff, they flirt, they flirt with the girls, but sometimes there are guys who do this also. This type of co-workers, they don't interact with their colleagues, so they always want to go directly to the boss, and it is somewhat annoying because when this guy go directly to the boss, they don't feed information to you, especially if you are two for the job. You are team for the job, but he always go directly reporting to the boss, go chit-chatting with the boss. It is okay if your methods is like that. If you want to grow, if you want to get promoted by being a boss baby, but see to it that if you do, you should feed information to your co-workers. Sometimes, because this kind of co-workers, they are very they're very annoying, because they go directly to the boss. They don't do any what you call it, brainstorming with you. And then if something's happen, if something's bad of yours, you are always the one to solve the problem. And this boss baby don't do anything at all. You know what I mean. This boss baby don't feel information. He is always the one who knows the information. I don't care. Or I don't care if you want to go higher to the company, but as long as you do your job right, And then you already took or you take part of the blame. It's okay, but no, this boss baby always go outside if something's happened, and act like there's nothing happened. You know, but he reported this, he reported that to the boss, and then it fails, and then he just say that uh, he coordinated with you. You know, you know what I mean. He will always say that he coordinated with you if that plan that he reported is if that he reported fails. But if that plan works, he will not say anything that that involves you. You know, this kind of guys is very what you call that? It's like you want to kill them. You know, I really hate this kind of guys. They pull down somebody else to get higher above the rest. You know, so for my tip to you guys, you just stick to the plan, stick to the plan, and do stuff that you have to do, and don't compare yourself with these guys, because these guys have no brains. You know, they just want to get promoted by sticking the boss. They really know whom to be with to get promoted. So just do your job and do your best. Okay. And then the next one on the kind of co-workers is what I call the Pika. Pika. Yeah. This kind of co-workers is, you know, I think I don't know, he wants to serenade. He wants to serenade every woman on the office. You know, this kind of guys only go to work to find a girlfriend. You know, sometimes even the lower no, even the what you call that, even the agency mode. what you call that? What I mean is every woman, every lady on the company, he always go chat with this one, go chat with this girl, go chat with this one, and if that lady talks back to him, he is always thinking that that girl is as what you call that? Likes him also. You know, and then when that lady talks to him, he always come back to have a chat with her, and then every day he goes back to her, and then when the time comes that he will say that he wants to be her girl, to be his girlfriend, and that lady turns him down, he will get broke, and then after a few days he will go chit-chatting with other girls. You know, when he gets busted, when he gets busted, he will not just cry, he will not just focus on his work, but instead he will go to other ladies just to be serenaded, just to serenade with. You know, sometimes these guys always go to the new ones, because of course, the older ones, no, not older, the older, what you call that? The old employees know what he is doing, but the new ones don't. So until such time that some lady falls to his trap, he will not stop, even though he gets busted all over and all over again. He is turned down when he is not yet starting. He is not stopping until he gets what he wants. I don't know if he really do his job, but most of the time you always see this co-workers talking with somebody else, especially ladies. So I think if you have this kind of co-workers, just ignore them or just give them the tip that they should sometimes do their work, or if you do his work, do it properly, and the company is not paying for him to have a girlfriend. That is not a what we could call that love much company. Sometimes you have to talk to them. If it's not bad to have girlfriend in the company. I mean, it is inspiration, but of course you should not be, what you call it, setting aside your job. So do your job properly and stay focused on your work, and your girlfriend will come eventually. So yeah. And there, the next one on the list of coworkers is what I call Lovestruck. Lovestruck. So this kind of co-workers are these ladies. They're hot. They're hot co-workers, hot, sexy, beautiful co-workers, which is most of the time being serenaded by your other co-workers. They are extremely gorgeous. Like Kim Domingo, Marian Rivera, something like that. So they are always your co-workers want this Lovestruck to be their girlfriends. You know what? Because they wear sexy dresses, the the corporate attire that almost pull up when they're bent, and then their legs is very, what you call that, shining, shimmering, splendid. And then they have beautiful faces, especially, but of course, if uh, if you want to be this Lovestruck's girlfriend, you have to show them what you've got. And not that you serenade them, you set aside your work just to talk to her. Sometimes some you know this some of your co-workers talk to this Lovestruck on the lower level, below the belt, but sometimes they invite her to have a drink or something like that. But sometimes it's not proper for the girls, for the ladies to be talk like that, because you are just showing yourself that you are thinking of something else. You know, when somebody talk to this girl, especially when they have sexy, gorgeous bodies, they talk like they want to pull out their clothes, and then when somebody sees her, it's like just they want to do something. But of course, if you have this kind of coworkers, I mean, if you are a guy, you yourself, and you have to you cannot control yourself but to look at it. But sometimes even the other ladies, they are looking at this Lovestruck. Especially if the girl is very very pretty, and then some other ladies will have a crush on her. But of course, as I have said, you have to focus on your work, and especially if that girl have a boyfriend already or a husband already, you should be what you call that, limiting yourself on being friends. Okay, because it is not respecting others property. So if that happens, just focus on your work and do your job right, and because eventually your love life will come. We don't know if it is in your company or outside while you're eating chicken balls, fish balls, quail eggs. Just be secure of yourself, save for yourself, and if time comes, God will give you your love life. Okay, so work hard and go for it. And there, thanks for watching for today's video. I hope you got something relevant to what I have said for today. So if you have comments, suggestion, recommendation, value interaction to what I have said for today's video, just comment down below. Or if you want to add something or some kind of co-workers, just comment it, and we will be naming it. Naming what kind of co-workers is this, so that if when you go to the office and you see this kind of co-workers, you know what you will be tagging to me, what name called, and then he will not know. But if he is my subscriber, I think you will be the one in trouble. But there, just please subscribe to my channel, and then as you can see, my origami 3D base is already completed. This is the first one that I have created, but the design is from Transka. Transka is a 3D origami creator. He has a channel, so please subscribe with her also. So I'm on the process of folding for the second 3D origami base. It's different kind of color, but the design is the same. And then I plan to put flower, 3D origami flower with it, so that the vase is complete. So this is for the goal for first 500 subscribers. So if you want to get this, please share this video and subscribe to my channel. For this is also for spreading Daddy Cool fever. You know, we are doing it on a daily basis, the vlogging on the daily basis. So let's go, guys. To my subscriber there, we are only a little fever, but then eventually we will be spreading the Daddy Cool fever, which will give happiness to the whole Philippines and who knows, the whole world. Okay? Okay. So thanks for watching again. So see you when I see you. Bye.